Hello and welcome! This is Mousegunner, and we're back with some more of the Flashpoint DLC for BattleTech. We just finished a mission that was pretty easy. We'll probably cruise right through these missions. But before I do that, I would like to do the ship upgrade before I forget. And I think I'm going to go ahead and do this one. It's pretty cheap and it's going to be done fast, so we'll go ahead and work on that. And then, let's go into the store real quick. And we'll sell off those two mechs that we just got, which was, I may hold on to the Jenner, but I'm definitely getting rid of the Locust. You know what, it doesn't really matter if we hold on to that Jenner or not. Let's just sell one. Okay, so we're almost to 5 million. One thing I forgot to check though is we should check the hiring hall as well, see if there's anybody really good here. Looks like Wasp is pretty decent. Let's see what her deal is. So, enlisted infantry recruit and mercenary corporal. Okay, so those both sound like they may be good things. And those are both abilities that I wouldn't mind. Bulwark and multi-target. We could use her either as a backup support pilot or like Toxic or Gnarly, a frontline pilot as well. She's leaning more towards guts, so probably aim her in that direction. But I don't see a problem hiring her. She's also not that expensive. Like when you consider this person only has one ability and has the same number of background things as well. And then Overheat is another one. Officer Training School, Infantry Lieutenant. So, yeah, Overheat might not be a bad pickup as well. Mostly because you have two other kind of unique attributes that are coming up here.
Commander.
But I think we go ahead and we pick up Wasp for sure.
New mech warriors.
I'll think about Overheat. We don't necessarily have to move on her right this second. But how many pilots do we have at this moment? That might be where I kind of decide things. So we have 10. Ideally, I think we'd want 12 pilots. That way we have one for every mech that we have. And in case anything goes really wrong with a Flashpoint, that gives us a lot of backups. So I think we are going to hire Overheat, because Overheat has more flexibility. I mean, multi-target is a pretty generally good ability, so we could use her in a lot of different ways. So yeah, let's go ahead and pick her up.
What's up, boss?
And then after that, do we want Sneezy?
Reporting.
First off, that's a silly name.
Waiting for orders.
Okay.
Awaiting orders.
Comstar Acolyte. Interesting.
Awaiting orders.
Tinker might be worth it. I think there's some events that come up that have to do with that. I think we hold off at this point. I think those two pickups were perfectly fine. Alright, well, let's go ahead and take a look at our contracts now. I don't expect these are going to be particularly great. We do have a travel contract. The good thing, though, is this will improve relations with the factions that we really care about, which is, first off, House Merrick. We really want to improve relations with them. Let's see what we've got. So we've got Battle in the Jungle, Escort in the Lowlands, Assassinate in Polar, and Battle in the Desert. Okay. I think we're going to go with the real quick ones. Well, this is going to be a long one because it's Escort, so we'll probably do that one last. But we'll go ahead and go with Last Mech Standing. It's a half-skull mission, and it's a battle mission, so this should be real fast. So let's go ahead and just negotiate this real quick. Again, salvage isn't going to be as important to me. We could go more reputation, but we have to like sacrifice a lot for that. So let's just take the cash here. We'll accept. And then as far as the pilots we're going to use, I still think we use Toxic. I guess I should have checked experience-wise. I don't know if we got that much experience from the last mission, though, so I don't think it really matters. I think we may... The problem is, I don't know if somebody like Wasp is going to get more experience from our simulator or not. If so, then we probably should just let that happen. So in that regard, I think we take... I'm going to take my pilot out of things. I'm very high level. I don't really need the experience at this point. We need to get backup pilots. In case something happens to me and I get injured, we need backups. So in that regard, I think I'm going to move Revere over. And we're going to put Scarecrow in there, I think. Because it'd be nice to get him a little bit more experience because he hasn't been an active for a while. So in that regard, I think I'm still going to use the Hatchetman. I'm going to get the Firestarter back in here because that's a pretty excellent mech. Keep using the Kitaro, and I guess the Trebuchet is fine. So that's going to be our new loadout. We get to have our... This is kind of our B team. Revere is from our A team, but this is more or less our B team. The only person that we really don't have, honestly, is a replacement for my pilot. We don't have somebody that is the same skill set as my pilot is. So that would be the only real thing. We could use somebody like Wasp to fill in and just have two frontline. Yeah, but this is fine. We'll go with this. Alright, here we go. Now, one thing I guess I didn't pay too much of attention to was who the enemy is. In this case, it's Capellan, so it doesn't really matter. But I should be more careful with the other missions when we're looking at those to make sure who the opponent is, and make sure we're not hurting relations with somebody that we don't want to hurt relations with. Okay, so let's go ahead and continue here. Okay, so the enemy is near my current location. Good hunting, Commander. Olivier out. Okay.
Find a lost civilization here.
Visuals are kind of crummy, but we'll just go ahead and move out this way, I guess. We'll have the Kintaro move more towards the beach so we can get into open country. As a matter of fact, I think that may have been the wrong way to take the trebuchet, but I think we could go up this way if we wanted to. As a matter of fact, I think with the Hatchetman... Yeah, we can get further with the sprint in this case. We're going to follow the trebuchet to back it up. And then the Firestarter is going to go in the same direction as the Kintaro.
Moving out.
We can kind of skip through this if it'll probably waited too long on that one. Okie dokie. You're going to continue moving on over this way.
On my way.
Okay, so there's a bit of cliff here, so we have to go this way.
Moving to position.
Oop.
I've got something.
Okay, I'm going to just go ahead and sprint. Well, say that. Probably get about the same distance if we just jump.
Behold, I take flight.
Alright. I want to get the Firestarter in a position. I want to be on the other side of the cliff, though, because we can jump up and do stuff as needed. So let's just hug the cliff.
Firing jump jet.
Okay. We're more or less ready. I expect these to be only light mechs that we're facing. So we could just kind of weight them down. Of course, I will reserve the just to be on the safe side in case there's maybe vehicles that we don't know about, because vehicles tend to have a little bit lower initiative. Okay, so as I thought, no. Okay, well, let's get in there. The closer, the better.
Jumping.
Okay, so we have Commando and another mech there. Let's find out after we try and murderalize this guy if they have any friends beyond this.
Full complement on enemy.
Yeah, so that guy didn't really have full health, so let's follow up with...
Receiving you.
Okay, so Toxic is not going to be able to really get into a position here. So I think we just go ahead and sprint. Yeah, so we can get in range if we do that. Yeah, I think sprinting is the right call.
Okay. Full speed it is.
Because if we aren't able to finish this guy off with Revere,
Spaniel.
then Yeah, let's jump there so we have a clear line of fire.
Firing
We
jump
will be
jet.
able to use precision strike if we want to. I think we just save it. Okay. That guy's probably not going to survive the next attack that we do, but I was kind of hoping we get the kill there. Maybe if I'd used a precision strike, we would have gotten it, but
I copy.
I don't think there's a reason why not to fire everything here.
On it.
Why not? Yep, he's dead as hell.
Might be some good salvage there. Let's hit him hard.
And that was 50%, so we only have one more enemy. So this is going to be real quick. As I said, we're going to be going through these missions fast. The only thing that could potentially happen is we get a head hit, like a lucky head hit that could screw us. So we still have to be a little mindful of that.
Yes, Commander.
Okay, you didn't move at all, so you're making my job easy. And you're also standing in that stuff that makes you take more damage, aren't you? I think it makes him harder to hit, though. Not really sure if he's standing in it or not. No, I don't think he is. Okay. Well, either way, we'll go ahead and just hit him hard here.
Alpha strike. Target's taken a critical hit.
Okay. I don't really think that the Kintaro is ever really going to get into combat here. But that's okay.
Lifting
Jump in here. Fire a couple more of our weapons. I'm not sure if the medium laser's in range. Oh yeah, sure it is. Just go ahead and use a precision strike. Why not? Center torso. This should be all she wrote.
Here it comes.
Well, not if we miss our weapons, but we got what mattered there.
Let's go, let's go.
Hope we can salvage that.
Okay, target sound commander. Let's get you home and collect our pay.
Mission successful.
All right. Again, we got through unscathed. I think we just go ahead and take the commando. Oh no, actually, large laser makes a lot of sense here because we know we don't have very many of those. We're always going to get these other things anyway, so we get a mech which we can immediately sell. So that's good. Get some more cash. Well, I mean, we're doing pretty well on this system, despite the fact that these missions aren't necessarily high paying. Okay, so we don't need to really read through that. Again, we have experience. Gonna go ahead and send that down to storage. Yay! Okay, let's immediately go into the store and sell that mech. So, Commander 1B. Here we go. Alright, let's go back into the contracts. And we'll go through these pretty quickly. Do we want to really look at the experience here? Nah, I think we're fine. Alright, so this is going to be against who? Doesn't really say. What about this one? Okay, Capellans. Okay. So assassinate a Capellan thing. And what is this going? This is also going against Capellans. So we're all good. I don't know what this one's going to be against. It could be pirates, maybe. I always assume that if it's not going to say. Let's go with the battle in the desert. I think that will be fine. And again, this is only a one skull mission, so I don't really care about salvage. But hey, it pays pretty decently, so we'll take the money. And let's go ahead and accept that. And I am perfectly happy with the loadout, the lineup that we just did. So let's just stick with that and deploy. Alright, here we go.
Command interface initiated.
So last known position of the enemy lance commander. Fancy, get eyes on them. Let's see how badly damaged they really are. Running commander, Olivia, you're out. So they're going to be damaged.
Okay.
Yeah, this is going to be another one that's probably pretty easy. We may see more enemy than we saw before. I guess we might as well just run along the road.
Roger.
Make sure we're going nice and fast. Fortunately, I guess we'll just jump here.
Affirmative.
Fortunately, the hatchman is quite slow compared to our others.
Heading out.
Alright, good stuff. We don't have eyes on the enemy just yet. Let's go ahead and go with Scarecrow here, because he can move in and see where the enemy is. At this point, it's fairly likely he's going to contact them.
On my way. I've got something.
Okay. think if we're on the other side of this ridge, they won't necessarily see... Oh, I say that. No, we do have line of sight. Still have line of sight? That's odd. I mean, you'd think we'd be behind this, but we must be just tall enough so we can see over, huh? Or just telling me that my LRMs can reach. That's probably what's going on. Alright, well.
Roger that.
And sprint along the road.
Moving to position.
And you are also going to sprint along the road.
On my way.
Hatchman's going to be a little bit far behind because we didn't really wait for him. Okay, looks like we have 3 enemy, at least that we know about. Ow.
Not much armor left in that location.
Yeah, we don't kind of want to be hit again. We can avoid it. Can you do anything this turn?
Serve.
If I jump you up here? Sure can. Alright, let's go ahead and have you jump up here. I mean, this guy still has good evasion, so I'm not going to worry about it too much. I mean, obviously they have more Panthers that could fire me at that range, and they hit me in that leg again. That'll be a little bit of a problem. Let's go ahead and use the Precision Strike. And we'll just go center torso here.
Locked and loaded. Here it comes.
We missed with the big damage. That's unfortunate. Gunner, which couldn't get the line of sight on me. Let's see what Scarecrow can do. Because, yeah, if I can jump up here and do that, I will do it.
Engaging jump jets.
Alright, so mostly we're just going to go after the Jenner here. Fire away. Okay, we did get a head hit there. Okay, let's see what they're... I'm assuming their last mech. Commander 1B. So it does have a large laser. We'll be able to... Well, that seemed like a long distance. So I'm going to guess that was a sprint. Okay.
Yeah.
Tower won't be able to get by unless I move Mothman, so... doesn't mean that I'm going to be... potential target. I think I'm going to do this, multi-target. We hit the Jenner with the medium lasers, we hit the Panther with the LRMs. And then we're in behind the rocks, so they would have to move to get to me, although they are lighter mechs, so it wouldn't be too hard for them in that regard, but... Hey, we're at least trying to protect our support mech here. Okay, multi-target time. You're going to be... A, and you're going to be... Alright, fire.
Copy that.
Wow, whiffed big time there.
That didn't hit.
Okay, now the Katara, I'm not exactly sure how I would want to play this out. Probably just go full on after the Panther. I would say if we could hit it at all. I still think we go for that. I know it's terrible accuracy, but we fire so many missiles, I think some of those are going to hit.
You're fired. Inflicted some heavy damage.
Alright, we'll have to see who goes first on their side. And no surprises, the Jenner. He's going to go after the Trebuchet, which I'm not a fan of. Okay, let's go ahead.
I'm here.
I'm thinking jump down, precision strike the commando to lower its initiative because we don't want it to do a whole lot. It's probably just going to go after the Trebuchet would be my idea with that. Not really sure if that really helps us too much though, because they're going to be able to go. I mean, maybe it'd be better off just trying to kill the Panther. I guess that's the idea.
Roger that.
Go ahead and fire here. There we go. There was a possibility we wouldn't have gotten the kill, but...
That's a kill.
Yeah. So the commander's going to be able to do its thing. But it was going to be a hard thing to hit. If it goes there... Okay, that worked out. So, in this case, what do we want to do against that Jenner? I mean, we could hit it in the back. It's pretty much giving it to me. We could also punch it, which may be more accurate. Yeah, I think a punch is probably a good move here for us. We punch it in the rear. 95% chance to hit with the punch, which does 45 damage, which is almost as much as the 2 medium lasers. Then we hit it with all the small lasers in the rear. That will probably do what we need it to do. So, let's go with that.
On it.
We don't have a lot of evasion out of this, but... well, that will work for us.
For the critical hit.
And we still have 2 more mechs to go here, so...
Ready for orders.
what is my chance of hitting this guy? If I was trying to move in behind him, but 30%. Well, the punch is going to be more accurate, wouldn't it be? I just go in and punch him.
No problem. Ooh.
Said punch him, not miss him.
Damn it.
Okay.
Waiting for orders.
Well, it actually makes sense to back off here, because my LRMs are not going to be accurate if I don't. Matter of fact, I don't think I can move back far enough. What do we do? I think we have to back up. I'll use for... oof. Yeah, I think we just back up and we use Precision Strike on the Jenner and just try and take it out.
Affirmative.
We allow the enemy to get a little too close to me. I mean, we have a fairly good chance of killing it.
Firing all weapons. Enemy down.
Now, the commander is going to be able to go first, and I would imagine it's going to hit the trebuchet. It may go after the fire starter, though. Oh, no. I'm just going to stand still and hit the hatchetman. Okay, I'll take that. It's not a big deal.
Light damage, Commander.
Okay, the question is, can they hatch it?
Orders?
Yeah, that's what we want. Okay, come on and go in there and hit it. You want a dramatic... oh, you kicked. We want that hatchet. Oh, well, that works. Alright, that's all the survivors destroyed, Commander. Well done.
Mission successful.
Alright, so another successful mission. Good pay. Nothing really serious damage-wise. Okay, I may even take another large laser here, because the more the merrier, right? Yeah, we're pretty good on PPCs. I think I have like 9 of them or so, yeah. Let's just go ahead and confirm that. Okay, got a Panther piece. We didn't really have any pieces for any of the things that we had there, so there we go. Okay. I think at this point we can go ahead and take a look at our mech warriors and see where they're at. So we're talking about Revere,
Ready for orders. Commander.
Scarecrow, I guess I'll go with the gunnery skill here.
Mech warrior training complete.
And then we want Toxic,
Commander.
who we've been saving up for this. That'll be good for him.
Training complete.
And then we have Mothman,
Receiving you.
who I guess we might as well get the 4 piloting. Unless, yeah, that's going to be better for us. Let's take the tactics.
Training
Because we really could have used that in the last battle to get that minimum range down a little bit so we can be more effective. Okay, so let's go ahead and take a look at our contracts. Alright, so I want to do the escort mission last because it's probably going to be the thing that's drawn out the most. You tend to get a heavier mech with these assassinate missions as the target, but at this difficulty I still expect it's going to be a light mech, so again we'll go for more cash here. Okie dokie. Again, this loadout is pretty good outside of the fact that the Hatchman's kind of slow, but let's get the use out of the Hatchman while it's still going to have a use. I mean, honestly, I probably should have gotten rid of it for that Shadowhawk that we ended up getting a little while ago, but oh well. I didn't want to have too many Shadowhawks and get confused on which one was which, so that's part of the reason why I did what I did. Alright. Let's do this. Okay, we're only contracted for a single target here, but we both know it won't be that easy. The war criminal you're hunting won't be alone. The company of Capellan mercenaries that you sign on with will attack you on sight. Good hunting, Commander. Olivia, you're out.
Ready to rock, Chief.
Okay, so it looks like the mercenary company is right there, so we're going to engage them fairly soon. I kind of want to be in cover here, but really weird pathing on that. You know what? Sure, what the hell. They're so close to me, I figure we're going to get a contact here fairly soon. I'll sprint the Kintara over here. I'll be kind of surprised if we don't get a contact. Okay. And we'll go ahead and go over to the woods over here as well.
Heading out.
Alright. So we got a 35-ton mech up on that ridge. More than likely it will come down and see me. And it's the first thing to move out, so... Ooh, it's a fire starter. Okay. And I missed. We had a lot of evasion, so that is good. Okay. I think we'd be alright to move the Hatchetman right now. Especially if he can get a kill for us. Which he has a pretty good chance of getting, especially if we take a precision strike against the enemy. I mean, we'd have to get lucky with it to a certain extent and get like a focus damage here, but if we land with AC 5, it may be pretty good. Ah, okay. I mean, we hit with one of the weapons where it needed to land.
Ooh, I got a sensor trace.
Okay. Could be seeing some LRM5s. Nope, okay. Might as well reserve through.
Holding for tactical.
So there is a medium mech involved in this. So more than likely I'll be taking that as salvage. Let's just reserve again. Aha. Well, okay, that could not necessarily be a mech. It could be a vehicle, so I can't take that for granted. Yeah, there's definitely vehicles involved here. As a matter of fact, the target may be a vehicle. Okay, we got some LRMs coming our way. Probably a striker, I would imagine. Okay, some of those hit. Alright, well, let's go ahead and have the, well, no, not that.
Yes, boss.
Yeah, there you go. Jump in here aggressively. Yeah, they'll both be in range, so let's just go like that. And we'll decide later what we're going to do here. Okay, so in my mind, what we're going to do here... I don't have multi-target, so I have to pick one or the other. We probably can take out the Locust, and then we'll leave it to the other mechs to take out the Firestarter. I think that's my game plan. So let's see if we can take out the Locust by ourselves. The medium lasers don't have great accuracy here, but that'll be fine, I think. Okay, we kind of whiffed there quite a bit, unfortunately. Alright. Let's see what Toxic can do for us. Okay, so we can't move into cover and still be able to fire. I think we're alright to be a little bit aggressive here. So, let's actually have Mothman move up. We'll split fire. I'm trying to see if I can get a clean line of sight. Yeah, that's a bit better. Yeah, that'll do. And then
Moving to position.
I'll fire the LRMs at the Locust and the medium lasers against the fire starter, I think. Yeah, so A and not great accuracy, but hey, we'll get some damage downrange. Yeah, we really whiffed there. That wasn't so much a whiff. Okie dokie. Well, you know what? I think I'm going to go ahead and put a cut in the video here, so I hope you guys have enjoyed. This is Mouse Gunner, signing out.